What's up, YouTube? Appreciate you for tuning in. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Now, before we get into the video, as always, I want to say I appreciate everybody with that like button. It really helps my videos get recommended. Now, in today's video, we got Pooh Shiesty. So today is supposed to be his sentencing. He's facing a maximum of 8 years, and the lawyer ended up, saying he thinking or hoping that, he ended up getting 4 to 5 years. But it's been a, situation where he was saying like, he didn't snitch, and it's two different, types. Somebody who ended up pleading guilty, and like Pooh Shiesty, and he ended up doing his time, ended up agreeing to, what he did. And then it's another one who plead guilty, end up agreeing to what he did, but he also is an informant, and he, speaking and giving out information just to reduce his time. So I'm gonna keep y'all up to date on Pooh Shiesty's sentencing, but I'm gonna play y'all the video so the lawyer can explain it. Y'all just let me know in the comment section how you feel about the whole situation.
Pooh Shiesty will be in a federal court today. He's gonna get sentenced. He's gonna get several years. Let's explain to you exactly what's going on. So he pled guilty. He didn't do the snitch plead guilty. When you plead guilty, there's one of two ways. One, you plead guilty, you accept responsibility, they give you leniency for accepting responsibility. You can also inform. You can plead guilty, accept responsibility, and inform on other people's crimes, and then you get an even sweeter deal. He did not inform. He pled guilty to his own crimes. He accepted responsibility. In the federal system, the way it works is the defendant tells the court what he did. The prosecutors then make a recommendation of what sentence should apply based on what he did, and then the judge looks at the prosecutor's recommendation as well as the federal sentencing guidelines to determine what the law says the range of sentences is, and then based on that range, the prosecutor's recommendation, any arguments the defense makes, the judge issues the sentence. What's going to happening in Pooh's case? So the prosecutor has recommended that the judge give no more than 8 years, 97 months to be exact, about 8 years as a max penalty. They also have made arguments to the judge of how the sentencing guidelines apply. Now, this is where the big fight is. The defendants, Pooh Shiesty's lawyers, are arguing that, look, what Pooh said he did. Pooh said that I agreed with some other people that we were going to go use guns and we were going to go commit crimes, including selling drugs. The prosecutor says, well, it wasn't just that. There was a robbery involved and somebody got shot, and you knew that that was something that could happen when you went out and going to do these crimes. The defense's argument is, no. Pooh admitted to using guns in the commission of violent crimes, including drug trafficking, but he had no idea that somebody was going to get robbed at gunpoint and get shot. And their argument is this: Pooh's a multi-million-dollar recording star. He's not out here to rob people for $10,000, $20,000 worth of drugs, stick people up for a couple thousand. He's worth millions. That's a decent argument. It's a compelling argument. He has a very tough judge to make that argument too. Bottom line, in this case, if Pooh can get 4 years, 5 years, which would have him out in some time less than that, that would be a huge win. Basically, if he gets anything less than the 8 years that the prosecutors are recommending, that's a W. He pled guilty. He was on video. They had him in possession of the gun. And then if you guys remember, a couple of weeks later, he's at KOD or some nightclub in Miami, and the gun goes off. He had a gun on him then. He had to plead to that. As part of this plea deal, he had to admit that, yeah, I did that. I had that gun on me. A security guard got hit or shot at. That's when you got all that going on, Pooh Shiesty, I really hope you can get out in like 4 or 5 years, bro. That would be great.